Why Luka Modrić is loved by every football fan. What makes an entire football world respect one player? Even if he never played for their favorite club, he isn't the fastest. He isn't the strongest. He doesn't score hundreds of goals. Today, we're exploring the incredible story of Luka Modrić, a player whose humility, resilience, and football genius earned the respect of the entire world. They're remembered for the way they made people feel. When Luka was just 6 years old, the Croatian War of Independence forced his family to leave their home. But Luka never stopped believing. In the parking lot of the hotel where his family stayed, he kicked a football for hours every single day. No world-class facilities, just determination. Even then, football wasn't just a game. It became hope, too small to succeed. As Luka grew older, another challenge appeared. People kept saying the same thing. Many scouts doubted him. Coaches questioned his physical strength. The ball doesn't care how tall you are. The ball only listens to intelligence. And Luka Modrić possessed football intelligence unlike almost anyone else. Instead of overpowering opponents, he outthought them. Instead of relying on strength, he relied on vision. Every pass had a purpose, breaking the Messi and Ronaldo era. For nearly a decade, football's biggest individual award had belonged to only two names. They completely dominated world football. Then came Luka Modrić. In 2018, he won FIFA's Best Men's Player Award, UEFA Men's Player of the Year, and finally, the Ballon d'Or. It wasn't just another trophy. It symbolized something special. For one magical year, football recognized that creating goals can be just as valuable as scoring them. Modrić didn't win because of marketing. He didn't win because of popularity. He won because his performances demanded recognition. Even fans of Messi and Ronaldo applauded him. A leader without an ego. One reason football fans admire Luka Modrić is simple. He never acts like a superstar. You'll rarely see him creating controversy. Rarely hear him complain. Instead, he lets his football do the talking. Young players often say Luka is one of the first to encourage them during training. Veterans praise his professionalism. Managers trust his discipline. Even referees appreciate his respectful attitude. In an era filled with social media drama, Luka remains refreshingly humble. That humility makes fans love him even more. Luka seemed to ignore biology. At 35, still dominating. At 36, still starting huge matches. At 37, still controlling Champions League nights. At 38, how is he still this good? The answer wasn't magic. It was discipline, perfect fitness, healthy habits, mental strength, and above all, an endless love for football. Every training session mattered. Every recovery session mattered. There are many great footballers. There are many legends. But very few become universally respected. Luka Modrić belongs in that rare group. Respect from every rival. Chelsea supporters admire him. Manchester United fans respect him. Even when Real Madrid eliminated their favorite clubs, many supporters still applauded Luka's performances. That's incredibly rare in modern football. Because greatness always earns respect. He makes football beautiful. Some players entertain with tricks. Others entertain with goals. Modrić entertains with intelligence. A simple outside-of-the-foot pass. A clever turn under pressure. A perfectly timed through ball. These moments don't always appear on highlight reels. But football lovers notice them immediately. It's about controlling space. Creating opportunities. That's why coaches love him. That's why teammates trust him. And that's why fans appreciate every minute he plays. Throughout his career, Luka stayed loyal. Loyal to Croatia. Loyal to Real Madrid. Loyal to the values that made him successful. Despite receiving offers from around the world, he continued fighting for the badge he represented. His teammates often describe him as someone who always puts the team before himself. That attitude cannot be bought. It must come from character. The emotional farewell. Every football career eventually reaches its final chapter. When Luka Modrić finally leaves the biggest stage, football will lose much more than a midfielder. It will lose one of its greatest gentlemen. The stadiums will still be full. The trophies will still be lifted. They'll remember the way he respected opponents. The way he inspired children. The way he carried an entire nation with pride. The way he smiled after victories. Final message. Luka Modrić taught us that you don't need to be the biggest. You don't need to be the fastest. You don't need to seek attention. to captaining Croatia to a historic World Cup final, to lifting Champions League trophies, to winning the Ballon d'Or. His journey is proof that dreams have no limits. But one thing is certain. When people talk about footballers who earn the love of the entire football world, Luka Modric's name will always be there. If Luka Modrić has ever inspired you, let us know in the comments with one word that describes him. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more football stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next upload. Until next time, keep loving the beautiful game.